There once was a man named Darian Cash. He misused those below him, but hated backlash. He silenced and silenced till no one spoke out, yet it was Darian Cash that most knew about. This was a wealthy man, you see. He had lots of money, lots more than you or me. He gained and he gained, gave nothing in return, refused to stand in any line, unable to wait his turn. Darian Cash was a selfish man. Everyone else was simply less than. That is, until one fateful day when the universe decided that Darian must pay. A demonous monster lurked in the sewers, awaiting her moment to avenge the misuser. She went through the plumbing to old Darian's toilet, and she vowed to destroy all that brought Darian Cash enjoyment. This little blue worm, her name is unknown, looked like something straight out of the Twilight Zone. Up through old Darian's toilet she crawled, into his house and onto the wall. She crept about without making a sound. To her final destination, she was brain-bound. She found Darian Cash lying in bed. Before he could wake, she snuck in his head. In through the ear and straight to the brain, careful not to bring Darian Cash any pain. This invasive blue worm isn't the monster you might think. Her intentions are pure, it's justice she seeks. Around the side of his brain to the temporal lobe, with her small worm body she could poke and probe. To control his mind didn't take much work, and in the depths of Darian's brain she continued to lurk. Rattling past his amygdala she went. What a nice home, she thought. I don't even have to pay rent. To the frontal lobe she wiggled to control his moral judgment, only to find that part of Darian's brain was clouded like a dungeon. No wonder he's filled with malice and hate. His clouded brain never let him think straight. I'll clear out the cobwebs, he'll be good to go. But first, why not put on a little show? While Darian Cash was living in a haze, our little blue worm took control for days. She started out by making him kind, but his deeper goodness was harder to find. Giving to all, even strangers in need, and on his brain the little blue worm continued to feed. He eventually gave all his money away, but surprisingly didn't feel the slightest bit gray. By the time the worm left, Darian Cash had very little. He was getting old and his body quite brittle. Despite his lack of wealth and material items, he was a changed man. He had been enlightened. Treating others with his newfound kindness, we forgive and leave the old him behind us. Our little blue monster had saved the day. Her final words were quite cliché. Always treat others how you wish to be treated, or else a little blue worm will be needed. She's quite the hero, if I may say so myself. She brings out the goodness in others as well. She'll eat at your brain, but is not to be feared. Only if you're selfish and hateful will she appear. Spread love and kindness, and you're good to go. There'll be no need to put on a show.